Today's show, we're going to try some summer limited edition Pringles.
And they got beer in them.
They have beer in 'em.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't know if I'll like them.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
And hello and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
Yes, we are going to try some Pringles that are Pringles limited edition. They are actually, that's why it says, you see the beer can on the front? It says
Light.
Miller Lite. Miller Lite, and there's three different kinds. You want to name them?
Beer Braised Steak.
Yep.
Beer Can Chicken.
Yep.
And Grilled Beer Brat.
Yeah, you said brat. It's a brat.
Brat?
I think it's brat.
Brat.
But I want to say brat.
It's the sausages.
But it's a
We know what
sausage.
it
But I
is.
always want to say brat. And brat.
I want to say brat too. It's a brat sausage. It's a brat sausage.
So no, we have not tried these. We are not beer drinkers, so this doesn't really. This is going to be.
See if we taste the
interesting.
meat, because they're all meat, right?
Yeah. In fact,
I don't know if I like meat in my chips.
So let me just say what it says. It
Although
should.
I like the barbecue ribs. They put because I like barbecue.
Right. They say that it goes hand in hand for the summer. Miller Lite in some chips, which I have been eating a lot of chips here lately.
Yeah, we've just been overdoing it.
Yeah. So you want to, if you had to choose, let's say you're in the store and you pick these up. I'm not sure. I know you're not going to pick these up, but if you were to pick these up, which one would you want to start with? And that's the one we'll describe.
I think the chicken would be the least flavorful. I don't know.
You think it'd be the least flavorful?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
It depends on what spices they put on their grill.
Well, yeah, and I wonder how much it's going to. Okay, so for instance, the brat.
So I like a steak anytime.
It says that when you're going to love the
like
brat
chicken.
because it has a smoky grilled brat flavor, or brat, and love with notes of black pepper,
See, we're not a big black pepper person.
caramelized onion,
Oh, caramelized onion I like.
and brown spice. And then, of course, it has the hoppy beer
My throat
aroma.
is just itching.
Of course, it would be. This is why we start the show, and then you're about ready to.
Okay, so they're gonna love that one. That's the brat one. What
This
does
is
it
the
say
brat
about
one.
the other one?
Okay, well, I thought you want to start with that, and then we'll do the next one.
We'll do.
So I'll have Terry open it up. Now, the one already came open, so I hope it's not stale because we've had them for a week or two.
Haven't had enough.
Yeah, we have. So this is the.
Oh, the smell of that.
Let me see. Oh, oh wow. Oh wow.
That made me even.
Okay, let me see if I can find one that's a.
Yep.
This has been through the mill.
They shipped it.
So what do you tasted on the brat?
I taste a beer.
So I taste. What did I say first?
The smoke.
I taste the smokiness of the brat. I don't know. See, here's the thing. I haven't had a beer in a long because I don't drink beer. I don't know if I taste the beer or if that's what that is. So how many calories? 150 calories. 6. That's about 14
I'm
crisp.
trying to like them.
They have dried potatoes, vegetable oil, soybean. Of course, they have soybean. So Lexi can't
Which
have
I'm
it.
not supposed to have either.
It says grilled beer brat, naturally and artificially flavored. And I don't know that I taste. Here's I don't know.
It doesn't taste really sausagey to me. Yeah.
So it's here's a Pringle, just like a Pringle would be.
It tastes smoky. And I think
I do taste
it
the
has
smokiness.
like an aftertaste. That's all I taste though. Is the smoky and
I don't
a
taste
little
the
bit
beer.
of salt.
Do you taste any beer in it?
I think it's an aftertaste.
The brat. Now,
I don't taste the brat either. I
I
really
don't either. So it's saying,
Let's go on to the next one.
well, what would you rate that one first? I want to
Uh,
know what you rate.
A 0 or a 1.
A
I
0 or a
wouldn't
1.
buy it. No.
No, you wouldn't buy it anyway, but
No, but even like if it tasted really good after someone told me about it,
I got to
then
clean this
you
up.
know what I mean?
You
It
know,
would be
Mom is watching. Sorry,
okay.
Mom, cleaning up my mess. All right, so let's go to the beer can chicken then.
Yeah, now well, was this the one? This is
Now,
the one
where's
that
my
popped
paper?
open in shipping.
That's the brat.
I'm
Where's
gonna
the
put a few
chicken?
in front of you because
I want to say
was the
what it.
chicken right here?
Oh, here it is. Yeah. So the chicken says it combines the flavor of savory roasted chicken with notes of garlic and onion and the authentic flavor of the original beer. So here we go. Let me see if this is the beer can chicken.
It doesn't have the smoky flavor that the first one
Yeah,
has.
no smoky flavor. Almost, I think. Wait, at the end there,
You get a little bit of chicken?
I think I did. Let me see. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I don't really taste the chicken though either.
To be honest,
I don't taste much.
it's, I'd eat them. I got to eat them.
I mean, yeah, because they're salty, but like a chip, but
I like these better than that. I like the beer can chicken better than the.
I do too, but not like lot. Yeah, thanks.
Well, this whole show is about eating potato chips, and I'm supposed to be 6 minutes per can, and I'm already lost.
Would
If
we
you
do
don't
2
like them,
minutes? Oh yeah, because
I don't mind this.
if I really liked it, I would be munching them.
I don't mind that.
You know me.
I know you
Like
would.
even the what is the ones I bought the honey barbecue.
Yes, you ate the whole bag. I didn't even have a bite. You
Me,
ate the entire bag of
they were
honey
very
barbecue.
sweet, but
I
they
thought
were
we'd have a barbecue. This one here is going to be different. The
yeah.
beer
See if
braised
they put
steak.
barbecue on some of them, maybe that would
So if you rated this one, would it be better than this one?
yeah. Like this one be a 1 and this one be a 2.
I don't mind this one. I might even make this a 3 or a 4. I don't taste the beer. I'm not tasting the beer. Oh, this is the steak one. Because now we're tasting the Pringles
So far, I
beer.
haven't really tasted any meat in any of them.
Okay, so the steak. Do I have the steak? I got the chicken. I don't see the steak. Why do I not have the steak? This is the chicken and the brat, but I can't find the paper on what does it say on here?
Is this it?
Does it say like what it's supposed to taste like?
Mm-hmm. Is this it?
No, because let's see. Oh, brat, and then it says Pringles extra flavors. This is where they had like this is where it told me what it was.
I
I can't
don't
find this
taste the
one.
meat, but I taste
Which one
the
is
meat
which here? Oh,
seasoning. That's the steak.
this one's a little darker. Well, it
And
seems a little.
I taste the meat seasoning, like steak seasoning in it.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure,
I taste the steak seasoning.
for sure.
And if you're a beer fan, you might really like that. And it's like beer and steak seasoning is what it tastes like.
You think you taste the beer in that one?
I think I taste a little bit of beer in all of them.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
I'm
a.
not.
This is hmm.
This is the best one of them, but
I do think that tastes more like a meat.
because it has more seasonings in it.
I wish I had the paper that said what it was, like how it's supposed to
I thought
taste.
you did.
No, I don't. I'm missing it. I have
Like
the
beer can chicken.
yeah, it's chicken, and I have the brat, and I'm missing my
The
steak.
steak one.
Doesn't say. Here's the chicken one again. So I had a chicken from this side, and I think, oh my gosh, this looks like it's been through a war.
Yeah, the shipping
Jeez, a whiz.
in shipping, they were not they
Look at
must have
this. It's
thrown
all
them
in
around.
pieces.
They're all like that.
Yeah.
They're all crumbled and you know how Pringles are usually just perfect.
Yeah, not well done there, shipping wise. In order to get all
Isn't that
three,
getting UPS?
I had to order all three in order to get all three. I mean, I had to order them all at the same time. And they came in a box, and obviously, this one looks like it's been kicked.
And that one was open.
Okay, this
Wasn't
one I'm going to
touched.
give a 6. I like this one.
Was
The
it 1
steak.
through 10?
Yeah.
A 1, a 2,
2 and
and
a.
a 4.
Wow, you really gave him some good numbers.
Well, the beer steak is the best one. It has more seasonings, I think, in it. The smoky flavor,
That turned me off on the
yeah,
smoky one.
it wasn't like appealing to me.
Yeah, I don't. The brat one is, yeah, the brat was the smoky, and I did not care for that one at all. But the chicken, I didn't even taste chicken.
I didn't taste chicken at all, and I really don't taste the steak either.
See, I thought I tasted the steak in that one.
I think it's the steak seasoning you taste.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Because there's a little, and chicken seasoning is milder than. That's why I don't taste the chicken. It's the chicken seasoning you taste, and it's a lot milder than steak seasoning.
Yeah, that's true. It's a rotisserie chicken.
So if anyone wants to stop by the house and taste these, they're welcome to them.
Yeah, we'll tape you while you're eating them.
Yeah,
See which one you like.
yeah, because
I don't know. You'd have to.
we'll see if Ron eats them.
Well, I don't want them to go to waste. Someone's got to eat. Maybe I'll take them to work and see how they like them.
Yeah, you could do that. See what the overall opinion at work is.
But I might keep them long enough to for maybe one of our picnics and just have them out there and see if anybody,
Likes them?
well, if they dip into them or if they look at them strangely and
Then
go.
you smear that dip all
See,
over
now I
them,
just
and that
brushed
might
my
be
teeth.
good.
Do you think that's a problem
I did
too?
too, because we had
We had pork chops, and I didn't want any meat in my
teeth,
teeth.
and I didn't, and I just
And now I'm wondering if I should have washed. Well,
I did rinse my mouth out after the toothpaste,
well, so did I. But now I'm thinking,
but
well,
I drank a lot of water because I had to.
so we really didn't. For us, listen, we're not
Beer people,
beer people, so that doesn't help.
no.
But I know what beer tastes like.
But we've had like barbecued rib chips, and they tasted like the rib and the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, we have had
They
that. That's
tasted, and
true.
didn't we have chicken and waffles? We had chicken and waffle ones
Right.
before, and you could taste the chicken and the waffles in there,
Yeah,
like the syrup. I don't know if it was the syrup you could taste, but you could taste the chicken in it.
I'm not sure how long you're going to want to, or how long these are going to be out. But if you'd like to try them and see what you think. But I would have to say that the steak for us
Was the best
was
of
the
'em.
best for sure. The
If you
brat was
like
smoky. You like smoky?
if you like smoky things, you would like the broth.
Yes.
The chicken doesn't have that much. It tastes like chicken seasoning
What
and
did
a
it
little
say
bit of
on there?
and a little bit of light beer. It doesn't even have none of them have a real big beer taste, because then I wouldn't like them at all. But
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't probably be able to eat them. But
Yeah, I think yeah, I can't find my chicken one either now. Oh, the chicken one said it was rotisserie chicken
and so that's
with
what we taste is the
garlic
rotisserie chicken spices and garlic is what we
and
taste
onion.
in
Do you
it.
taste any
Mhm.
onion in that?
Now it just tastes like a like the seasonings that you put on chicken, and yeah.
So anyway, we tried it. We wanted to see what it would taste like, what it would be like. We risk our taste buds and our dignity, and we came out with
Not impressed.
3 things of chips that we probably are not going to eat,
Yep.
more than likely, because we bought regular
What are those other
ruffle
ones that
chips.
are over there? We have spiced dill pickle or something.
Yes, and they are
Ooh,
strong.
if you like spicy things, it's an Aldi's brand.
It's an Aldi's brand.
but it's a
It is a
spice.
kick.
It's got a kick. If you like spicy
Yeah.
things, try the Aldi it's, I think, Clancy, what is it?
Clancy's.
Clancy's
Dill
brand
pickle.
spiced dill pickle, I think it's
Yes,
called.
I think
It's in a
so.
green bag, and it is got a kick.
It really does. And
I
I
figured Lauren would take them home
she
with her.
I know, I think she forgot them, but they have for sure a big kick.
Mhm.
These ones didn't really have a kick to them.
No, they didn't have a big kick for
It was
it.
very light smoky. It was smoky. Nah, and then this one was, like I said, I like the steak part. I didn't mind
I
it.
like the steak. It was like steak seasonings on your chip.
Yeah.
So,
But so that's kind of where
you
we
didn't
are
have
with our
anything
chips.
else?
Well, I mean, yeah, not
You
really.
want to talk about anything else?
I don't. You tell me. Mom's probably mad at us now because I got dirt all over the table. I didn't clean it.
Well, you have to clean it up.
No, I mean, I don't. I have, like I should have probably. I thought this would take a little bit longer. Um, like
Never
it
know
said, like
with
the
me.
smoky. Does it taste like smoky chicken or like it was made in a chemistry lab?
Like it was made in a
So
chemistry
you
lab.
think it was okay? So, yeah. So your score for that was only a 2.
Yeah.
So that was the beer can chicken. Okay, so if the grilled beer brat, um, does it taste like a brat?
No.
No. And does
Is
it
there
have an
beer?
aftertaste? Is there a
Yeah,
beer
I think there's a
aftertaste?
little beer
See, I didn't.
aftertaste in all of them. Not a big beer aftertaste, but a little one.
So if you had the steak, would you compare it to steak or dog food? Not that I've had any dog
I
food
haven't
lately.
ever ate dog food,
I
so I
haven't
wouldn't
either.
know.
What chip? Now, if you drank, see, we don't drink beer. So the
Mm.
question was, if you were to pair, let's say if you pair one of these with a beer, I don't even know because I'm not a beer
We're
drinker.
not beer drinkers.
So I'd have to ask you to comment
On which one
which
you would
one
like.
would you think would be the best with if you're into Miller Lite, because that's what it's mixed with, supposedly. So what would you sneak this into a movie theater? No. I'm taking my
My honey
M&Ms.
barbecue.
Well, you're taking honey barbecue for
If
sure.
it's chips, I'm taking honey barbecue.
Yes. Yeah, she's going to take that for sure. So,
Or plain Lay's, plain, Ridges with the dip.
yeah, exactly. So that's our chip section here at the Just Talking Out Loud dining room, and our conclusion is that the beer braised steak is the best out of the 3, and you'll have to try them for yourself and leave a comment as if you tried them. Maybe you liked them better, and maybe we're not, as we keep saying,
Not beer drink.
we're not beer drinkers. I don't know if that makes a difference though, because I just didn't. I know what beer tastes like. I just didn't. I smoky. I didn't really get a lot out of this one, and then I got a little bit of a. I thought, like you said, a steak sauce, not a barbecue. There's no
More like
barbecue
a
on it.
steak seasoning, yeah.
Yeah, more like a steak seasoning for sure. So we can move on to this. A lot of people are saying goodbye to wild nights out and hello to cozy nights in. Now,
Well, that's
I've
been
said
us
this
the
on the
our
show
whole
before.
lives.
I'm not really one that likes to, when I come home, I like to stay home. Don't really like to go out and venture. But a lot of people are saying now in a survey, 72% would rather have friends over than go out.
That's always been us. I
Yeah,
mean,
we've
when
always
we
been that
even
way.
in our younger years when our kids were little, we had card nights and stuff.
And
We either went to someone's house or they came here.
if you had to say why, first of all, comfortability. It's comfortable.
We usually had
That's number
pizza
one.
and made a dessert and
Play some cards,
play
whatever.
cards.
It's cheaper. It is
It's
cheaper.
more relaxed.
It's more relaxed. You can
hear each other.
Exactly, hear each other talk. This is 7 essentials for a good night in. Okay.
Okay. That's
Good food and drinks.
Yep. I mean, we'd make gooey brownies.
Yep.
And
Having the
order
right
pizza.
people present.
Mm. Make you laugh. People
Com
that make you laugh.
Yep, comfy seating. These are not
Yeah.
bad. These seats are not bad.
No.
A tidy and welcoming space. We hope that you are that we welcome you into our house.
We'll have to clean off the chips.
Yeah. Come on over and you can eat our chips. Great music and entertainment. Maybe a fragrance. Do you put
I
candle?
used to always, that's when I
You
used
light
to
some
always light
candles?
candles when we
Mhm.
used to have bar nights.
And maybe some cozy lighting. We usually just have the light on so you can at least see your cards.
We usually got the pots and pans out of the cupboard and let the kids bang on them while we were
Oh, that
playing.
was when they were little. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Biggest stressors when people are hosting from home.
They feel they have to have everything neat and clean in every
Clean.
place.
Cleaning's number
See,
one.
I would clean before they came, but then once the kids were here, like especially I welcomed the kids here.
Right.
So
They were
once you had
gonna
2 or 3 extra kids here,
they're gonna destroy the house anyway,
the
so it really
house is
doesn't matter.
destroyed, so don't worry about it.
Cooking is another stressor. Making
Mhm.
guests oh, excuse me, it must be the chips or the beer. Making guests comfortable is number 3.
I think most of our guests are comfortable. Most of them help themselves to our refrigerator and
Yeah,
everything.
they know they're welcome. Whatever they
Mhm.
need, get it. Feeling pressure to make everything perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect.
I never ever felt
Doesn't
like
have
it
to
had to
be.
be perfect.
I don't think it does.
I've never had to be perfect in my life. I wouldn't
It's
exist.
it would be perfect. Yeah, it would be perfect there if everybody's laughing, having a good time,
Yeah,
talking to one another. That's the perfect part of it. Running out of food or drinks,
that doesn't worry
we
me
don't. I
either.
don't worry about that. We'll come up with something.
Stores over the hill.
Yeah, but we don't usually. It's not like we have what we need, and we usually get through it.
Well, yeah, we had extra. Mother's Day, we got food coming out.
I always worry about seating when we're at the pool because when we have parties, like we're going to have Fenn's birthday party, and trying to figure out where to put the food and where to have everybody sit. And so I do kind of like. I wish it's funny because we talked about this. I wish the deck was a little bit bigger, but then that could be anything. I mean,
Yeah,
it could
I
always be
mean,
bigger, and it never will be enough because you find other stuff to put on it.
yeah, you'll put the bouncy house on there.
Yeah, and the house, yeah, and the deck is pretty big as to begin with,
Now.
but there just isn't enough.
And we don't ever know really how many are we're
No,
gonna
that's
have.
true too.
Is her sister and them gonna be here, or are they away, or
Keeping kids and pets under control.
well, if everyone brings their dog, we could
It
have a whole kennel.
it could be a kennel around here. We've had that happen.
Yeah, we have, but we at that point was when Anika was still here, and when Anika would get tired of Rigby jumping on her, so we would put her on the runner
Yeah, that's
so
true.
she could get away from him. Well, we had a chain on the front porch for a while for Heather whenever
Mhm.
mom and dad had Heather. I mean, so we worked it out. We just, had
Yeah, we
different
find a way.
places for
The
different
dogs calm
animals.
down after a while anyway. So
Yeah, they're all excited when they first get here, and then they
we had
just lay
Yuri and
down on, yeah,
Mila here, and once they calm down, then they're
yeah.
too hot
They
to do
they
anything.
they like to greet you
They're
right
yes,
in the
they're
face.
huskies, and believe me, the sunshine was getting to them.
Yep.
They were tired out. Worrying about guests judging my home, don't care.
Don't care. If they don't like it, they don't have
Yeah,
to come
they
back.
don't. Yeah, they don't. And I don't think no one cares. It comes. They come to our house because we welcome them here.
Mhm.
If it's dirty, it's dirty. You
Mhm.
know. Worrying about potential messes or spills. Don't really worry about it. Guests overstaying their welcome. We usually don't have that problem. They're in and out. They want to get the hell out of here. They're good to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we used to have, like, New Year's Eve, and
Yeah, but that's
we
one thing.
went
They
for a
stayed till
long
midnight,
time.
and then that was
They
it.
was usually sometimes then was later than
When we were
midnight.
younger, we're all in
Yeah.
bed by 8 o'clock now
Now I know.
because we're old and
The
feeble.
budgeting for the event,
We don't
I
budget.
budget well, anymore we don't, but when we were
No.
younger and we were on a budget, I just
Planning the right vibe.
yeah, if I didn't have the money, I made it
Lots of
homemade.
I think I'd be worried if like you went to a house that you didn't know the people, and there were like beds set up in the living room with couches
Freshening the house
and
with the
then
right scent.
candles lit. And you'll be like,
The
kind
right
of party
scent
we
the
in?
right scent was whatever candle I had in the
Whatever
house.
candle is there. Yeah. Handling last minute cancellations or no shows. And again, it happens sometimes. We're not worried about it. What we're worried about is having a good time and bringing the right chips. And I'm not sure these. I love
Are the right
and I
chips.
like Pringles.
Yeah. Oh, you love
I like
Pringles.
Pringles. I don't usually buy Pringles.
Well, you did when we were young,
No, I bought
and when they would come in, like,
Lay's. You know what I should do is I should have a Pringles and a Lay's taste off and see which one I do like better.
yeah,
Because I
and
like
you'll know them just by the
no, it's
texture of
it's
them,
not
because
that. It's what taste. What do I really like? Which one do I like
like just a
best?
regular plain Pringles and a regular
Right,
Lay's.
regular Lay's. Which one do I like best?
Because
If
you
I had
used
to
to
pick
eat
and choose,
Pringles quite a bit.
I guess we did in a way. We did have some Pringles here and there,
Yeah.
didn't we?
My whole thing about having guests over is go with the flow,
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely. Go
not everything
with the
has to be
flow.
perfect. No one else is gonna notice the things that you notice. There's been times we've left a whole salad in our refrigerator, and I'm like, "Oh, crap,
Oh
I
yeah, we
forgot
have
the
forgotten
salad." I
food.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's true.
mean,
I ask a couple questions. You want to hear the questions I ask?
yes.
All right. So, a couple people said they really like the questions I ask. One of the questions that I ask, and I hope it's coming up here, and the one that's okay, you die, but
I die.
yes, you die, or you die. Death offers you a second chance if you can beat him at a traditional board game. What do you choose? What board game would you choose to give yourself a second chance?
Board
A
game.
board game, yes. Now,
I'm
I thought about it. I thought you would pick a board game, and I'm surprised you didn't like spit it out. Because I thought when you were younger, you liked to play this game. It has to do with okay. I'll give you an example. I won't tell you what the name of it is, but there's a board game, right? And it's got rooms
Oh,
and
Clue.
people. Yeah, I thought you would pick Clue.
Yeah, Clue. I
But
forgot
if
about
you,
Clue because I was thinking Monopoly, and I'm like, "I don't
oh
that's
no,
too
that just
lonesome
takes
to
too
don't
long.
wanna
You
do."
might as well just die
Yeah.
because it takes too long to play
That could
Monopoly.
take a week.
Yeah, that's
I'm
just
like,
right.
"Nah, that's
But
okay."
now, if you okay, so what? Like we've played Sorry,
Yeah, with the kids,
Candyland. I'll try to
Candyland,
play Candyland with Fen, but he wants to go to the chocolate guy, he calls him, which is way at the top,
and he
and
says
then he
that's the
wins. He
winner,
won't
yeah.
pick the colors.
He
He
just
just yeah.
I go to the chocolate guy, I win.
So here are some of the and Joe had one that I thought about too. So Annette says
Clue,
checkers.
checkers,
We would play checkers for a second chance. Mona said Scrabble.
Scrabble. A lot of
She used
people
to
like
play
Scrabble.
Scrabble all the time.
Zachary was really good at Scrabble.
Joe said Trouble. Remember Trouble? I like
Yeah,
Trouble. Hit the button and
button
you
and
got to
the
go around with those
Don't
little.
give
Got
me
to get
trouble.
them
We
out of
have a
your.
little mini
Yeah, we have a
trouble,
mini one.
that the kids played
Um,
with in the car.
Penny says I'm not good at board games, so I guess I'm hopping on that
I was
sin
thinking
wagon and
of
heading to the afterlife.
um, the, I was thinking card games, like Horse Race Rummy
Well, I guess
or
yeah,
500
they
Rummy or
didn't say
something
board, but
like
I
that.
mean yeah, that would even
Gin
horse race
Rummy.
can take a
Gin Rummy.
yeah
That
gin
doesn't take
rummy.
as long.
No, you could maybe you could say well if you don't I don't want to play a board game, gotta play cards. They might take you up on it. Who knows?
Things in the Corners. That was the one I played with my grandma.
Things in the corner. I don't
Mhm.
know what that is, so
Yes, you do.
I do.
It's like solitaire, but the kings go in the corner.
What weird thing are you afraid of? Is there a
A
weird thing that you
weird
might be
thing I'm
afraid of?
afraid of. Weird. I'm sometimes afraid of dogs, unknown, like if I don't know them.
Really?
Yeah. I love dogs, but if one
Yeah,
jumped out of the bushes,
that surprises
at me, I think I would
that
jump. Might
kind of
even pee
surprised me
myself.
on that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Might even pee myself. You know what I
This
mean? You don't
yeah.
know it's there and it's like mean like sounding. I just it scares me when they jump out at you. Like
Um
the way Rigby barks at someone when they walk by our house.
yeah, people if you don't really
Yeah,
know.
if I didn't know Rigby, I would might be scared of him.
So the some of the answers were Tracy says the plastic that hangs down between rooms when they do construction or that is in a haunted houses. That kind of
Yeah.
freaks her out. And John had a good one. This is a good one and it's unfortunately very true. He said the first fart after having diarrhea.
Okay.
And that is very true. You never
But
trust a fart,
you never
especially
trust
after diarrhea.
snakes. I didn't mind snakes when I was young, but now I think I'd freak if I had, had a snake in the house.
Last question. What's the oldest thing in our freezer?
Mm.
Well, that's a tough one because we just went through our
We
freezer.
cleaned out our freezer.
Is that
What was
turkey old? Do we have a turkey in there?
Yeah, but I
Or is our
think
ham
it's
older?
just from no, both of them are the turkey's a little bit older than the ham. I bet there's some deer meat stuck back in there.
You think? Because I thought we were out
Mhm.
of deer meat for the longest time.
Well, we were out of hamburger, but there might be a thing of steaks or something that's way back in there from last year.
Anybody that has any deer meat that they'd like to,
Get rid of.
we
We
love
like it.
like deer meat. Tracy said a bottle of lemon cello. I'm assuming that's some kind of wine, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Alan says, does a body count? No, it doesn't count. I don't want to know that problem.
If you got a body.
Yeah, if you got a body in there, you
you
got more problems
than we
well,
do.
you don't have a problem, but the person has a problem. So those are some of the questions that we ask, and thank you for answering. And if you have something on the what's old in your freezer, what is a weird thing you're scared
Afraid of.
of, and if death gave you a second chance, what board game would you play? Leave a comment in the comment section, and we would love to hear from you for sure. And thanks for those that are subscribing. We appreciate that. And don't forget that every Monday we have a new episode. And we've really been struggling. I don't know what's happened with vacation and trying to get things going, but we're back on track, I think, and we're trying to.
We're trying to get back on track.
Yeah. Follow us on Facebook or X at Just Talkin', TALKIN, out loud. And thanks so much for listening and even the comments that we've had. We really appreciate everybody that's watched and gave us a chance. That's all we're asking for. And then don't forget to
Subscribe and like.
And don't forget to share.
And to share. And if you have any suggestions for something better for us to try,
yes,
put those out there too, because
someone said, this is really out
Krispy
there.
Kremes are still calling me from 2 years ago when they were out, and we never could get them.
We did the Krispy Kreme that had the
cheesecake.
The cheesecake. That was good.
That was good.
That was a good one.
But
so if you haven't seen that one, you can go back and watch the cheesecake. I should put that up there.
2 or 3 summers ago, they had ice cream ones, and we wanted to get those, and we couldn't get them.
Yeah. Oh, someone had said that they would buy pizza for a friend of their daughter's, and they would have like a pizza party, and the friend would say, "Do you have any applesauce?" And she would put applesauce on a pizza.
Well, that'd be different. Maybe that's different foods we could try.
I don't know. Is that? I mean, we've done the applesauce on the pizza.
People smother it in ranch dressing.
I wouldn't mind doing one that has Pizza Hut, Papa John's, and I'm not saying Papa John's. I don't know, like 4
different.
See which one's our favorite.
Domino's, whatever.
Yeah, Domino's, 4-star, and just see what we liked. We'd have to have more people because it's a lot of pizza for 2 of us to eat.
Yeah, you'd have to have
now,
a
Matt is a
party.
pizza aficionado. He would be great at it.
That.
So yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and thanks so much for watching. We are out.
Have a great week.